What's up everybody, and welcome back to another one. We're going to be doing, on this video, we're going to be taking the dash out and we're going to be sanding it down a little bit and painting it. So what I ended up getting was some Duplicolor. It's the vinyl and fabric spray. Hopefully it works out, but I'll have to show you what the dash looks like. It's pretty tore up, so that's the reason why I'm going to be taking it out and painting it, and hopefully it'll last. We'll see. But make sure you guys are subscribing if you're new here, and if you have subscribed, like the video, appreciate it, and let's get to it. Let me show you what's going on. Alright, so this is the dash of the Suburban, and you can see it does not look good at all. It's peeling off and doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do is you end up taking the whole dash off and go from there. So what we got to do is we got to end up taking the vents out. You're just going to get a flat head, put it on the top of the vent, pop it out. Same with on this side. And then you're going to come over here. We're going to take this side panel off. There's going to be some screws. You got to take the screws out. You're going to have to do the same on the driver's side. And then with this cover, it's actually pretty simple to pull out. Okay, so on the passenger side, like I mentioned, you got the two screws that are holding in the side. Go ahead and remove those. And then what we'll do is with the vents, you're going to pry from the top, and they should just pop right out. And it doesn't take much to pry them out. And now what we'll need to do is take off this guy. And there's actually two tabs. Let's see if I can get up in here. Alright, you can see that. There's the tab right there. You'll need to press in. And also, there's one on this side. You're not going to be able to see it. Oh, right there. We're going to have to press those in, and then you're going to pull out at the same time. That's how you take off this handle. So now that we have that off, you can see we have a screw here and a screw right here when they take those out. So much easier if you have a tool. This was only, I believe, 60 bucks. It's not the greatest, but it works. Something's better than nothing. And now that we have that off, you can see it's starting to get loose. So now we need to go ahead and take this off, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so in order to take this off, what you're gonna have to do is put your keys in, don't start it. Make sure you have your foot on the brake. Go all the way down to first gear, and you're just gonna grab the top and pull. You think you're gonna break it, but you're not. Just pull it, and it'll pop out. Lower your steering wheel, and this whole piece will just come out just like that. That off to the side, and you can go ahead and put it back in park, so then you don't have to have your foot on the brake. And then with these, this is going to be a 7 mil. Take all these off. There's going to be 5. There's that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One right over here. You don't need to use a lot of power. It's not like these are holding a lot of weight and torque. now that you have those 7mm bolts taken out, you can actually start to pry up on the dash, and you can see that it's starting to come up. It's going to come out a little bit and up, but the one thing that's going to hold it back is the side trim. So what we're going to have to do is take this off. Bottom part, you're just going to have to wiggle it loose and turn it. And they just have the 2 pins right here that go straight down. And then on the back side, this part right here clips right into the top. So you're going to do that on both sides. So now that those are out of the way, now you can start to work the dash. Just nice and easy. Just work both sides. I'm pulling out and up just a little bit. So just pull it out and kind of help push it up a little bit. Because there's going to be a little clamp. You can hear that. You're not going to break it. Just clamps that go in. Try to pull it out before you pull up, just like I did, to minimize any damage to it. Alright, so once you got it loose, you got to remember, right back up in here, there's a little sensor. It's the only one that's going to be on your dash, and treat it like a light bulb. What you're going to do is you're going to twist it, and it'll just come right off. Then from there, you can slowly work the dash off, as long as it's not getting hung up on anything, and then remove it completely. Alright guys, so what I'm going to end up using to get all this vinyl wrapping off is I went and bought some aircraft paint remover, and I did a little test spot, and that was only on for a few seconds. Make sure you got some water on hand to dilute it and make it stop working. But what I'm going to do is go through and do a quick little spray. Make sure you shake the can pretty well. And remember, anything this touches, it will eat. So you need to make sure that it's not in your car, you're not around any metal, because it'll eat right through everything. You can see it's already starting to work. Alright, then I just got a bunch of soap and water, and I'm just going to go through. You can see it just peeling right off. I just want to hurry and go through and soak everything to get it to stop working, because I don't know if it's going to eat through plastic. If I have to do this a couple times, then I will. Looks like it's going to come off pretty decent skin. All right, so now that you got everything painted, it's time to install. Should be fairly simple. Don't forget to hook up your electrical. All right, that's in. Go. Where are the screws?
Try wiggling it a little.
There we go. Not too bad. Now I'll go ahead and put on the rest of the dash. Make the dash go easier, just like we did before. Keep your foot on the brake, steering wheel down, move the shifter all the way down into first. Well, before we do that, let's bolt this in. Go ahead and stop. Before you put your dash on, like I was about to, you need to put in your 7mm bolts.
Hopefully I can get it in. Nope, I'm not going to work. Okay, go grab it. You don't have to crank those down. Doesn't take a whole lot.
And you go back to your neutral. So with these clips, they end up staying in the top. You're gonna have to pull it out, place it right in. It'll clip into itself. And then you pop it into place and that's it. All right, so I should have videoed this, but all this does is when it's in the door, you can see it's in the door right over there. All you gotta do, it'll be all hooked up right in here. All you'll need to do is just get a flat head right here and it'll actually pop up, and then you just gotta pull it out. And there's just two clips on the bottom of the door right here, there and there, that go into here and here. So you'll just wanna pull it almost straight up and a little bit towards you, and then just disconnect the quick connects. Fairly easy. And then you got two bolts holding this on, and it's going to be a T20. So make sure you get a T20. You're going to get those bolts taken out. And with this side will come up, but you're going to need to take out this tab. I'm just using a knife. You can use a flathead. I'm going to pry out just a little bit. And you just have to get it to clear that little tab. So then you can take that all the way out. And then on this one, you got two tabs right there and two on the other side. So with the, I'm gonna put my finger on the end of this, push out. I already cleared those two. Now with these two, Same thing, just push and it'll pop right out. Then you can go ahead and paint this whole thing and not paint your dials. Alright, so it's somewhat finished up. I'll paint it black. What I gotta do with the floors is put some rhino liner down. No point in spray painting those when I gotta sand it down just to put the rhino line on. It doesn't look too bad. So now it's all black rather than this light gray. And what I'm gonna end up doing is getting some seat covers so that way they're all black. But I think the doors look a lot better, and that's what it looked like before. I mean, you got your tan with your blue. I don't like blue interior, so this black will be a lot nicer. Got both sides done. Wasn't too bad of a job, guys. Does look a heck of a lot better. Alright guys, so that completes what I'm doing for right now as far as like the dash and the side of the door panels. I do still have to get some black seat covers. I've got to go through and do the floors, but I still got the whole rest of the Suburban. That's a lot of area to work with, so I'll do that a little bit later on, but I just kind of want to get a little feel for what it would look like, and I think it's going to look awesome, so I'm going to keep with it. Just when you guys are taking apart your dash, just take your time. It's not too difficult, but if it's all faded and everything, you can see that it doesn't take much time to get it done, but just have fun with your projects. Thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. All right, thank you guys.